What's going on, everyone? Juice Bags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders. I'm on wave 32 here, Alchemical Labs, Ruthless Hardcore, and we are going to farm up some baby demon lords. As always, this is probably not the most efficient build for Dungeon Defenders, but this is what I've been doing. So starting off with one Ensnare, Electric, and Strength Drain Aura, and then we're going to swap on over and get some EV action in. Let's see. So we want to go up onto the stair, not at the bottom. If you do it at the bottom, you're going to get some leaks, but if you come up to the top of the stair and get just a buff beam in on each side, we're gonna have some golems sitting here. And then we'll put yet another buff beam just kind of right here in the middle. Just 4D each one of those. We got lots of room to play on this one. You can stack, you can not stack. It doesn't really matter. It's not going to really affect anything as we just don't have enough DU to spam a bunch of towers down. Let's see. And that is it for our EV. So let's get good old Herman out here and get some golems down. So we're going to go with a mushroom and a golem on each one of these buff beams. So mushroom right there, golem right there, and mushroom and golem. And then that's going to leave us a little bit of change left for DU, and we're just going to swap over and get a little LT action. Imagine that the LTs have arrived, and like I said, stack them, don't stack them. There's plenty of room on this buff beam. You're not putting very many LTs down, so just doesn't really matter there. And then we're gonna swap it on up, and let's just throw a few upgrades around, and then we'll get our we're gonna split screen our adept for that upgrade aura, but let's at least get a few of the basics in here. And let's see, might as well just grab this. I'm not even going to bother to collect up all the available mana. Just going to grab a little what's here. Let's grab our upgrade aura. And let's get a little bit of juice going here. We got some juice flowing. Find a good spot to shoot. Actually, you know what? Let me stand on top of these, actually. So we'll shoot right there. We'll get our upgrades in place. And then we'll just let it fly here and tower boost it out while our upgrader handles the stack there. Now, I will have to manually upgrade those golems. They're going to be outside of range of our tower booster here. But our LT stack should get fully upped here just in this first wave. And we'll be good to go there. So we're going to bring in, of course we want to 4-player it to get 4 chances at the pet. So we are going to bring in a 3 summoners. Imagine that, right? We're going to have 2 tower boost summoners with guardians, and then 1 other summoner just sitting here with 2 harpoon pets. And then of course those harpoon pets are going to they're going to be getting boosted by me as well, as I am going to kind of multi-purpose boost it here. Get this other golem buff beam upgraded. I guess I could have done that with the starting mana. Probably would have been the way to go. Just go ahead and pop those additional chests and get your buff beams upgraded. You don't really need to upgrade the golems, but upgrading the buff beams on the golems is certainly quite helpful. And there we go. We got those upgraded. Looks like our LT stack is either done or just about done. That hit all the R's as well, so we should be in good shape. And we just got the the remainders to slap a few upgrades on. And like I said, you don't even really need to. This map runs pleasantly fast. It's a relatively quick farm. The waves only have, 1,000-ish enemies. And they do come out pretty quick. It does slow down right at the end. You get a stretch where it's all, it's all goblin or all ogres. Pardon me. So it does slow down a bit there. Our upgrading is, I think it's all done. Just spam the rest of the mana this character's got right here. And yeah, I think we're upgraded good enough. So let's go ahead and swap over to our summoner setup. So we're going to have one booster. Actually, the boosters are, there's not enough towers to really even take advantage of them. But I've got one tower booster with a rate and a power boost, and then another with a rate and a range boost. Of course, I would rather have power and range, I believe, but don't have one, so don't have another power guardian. Let's see. So this one is going to be... Oh, do we have all of our other boosters in? Or yeah, we got our booster. I didn't swap over. All right, so let's get this guy. There we go. We got a fourth now. Get that one in. This one is going to be our harpooner. The harpooner I'm going to try to place on top of the LT stack. That way the harpoons have better line of sight. Then we're just going to swap right back on over to our monk. And let's get a little juice to get the wave started here. But basically, we're just going to hero and tower boost through the wave. And the hero boost, of course, is going to affect that summoner. It's not huge, but it does make the harpoons put out a little bit of damage. You know, not massively ripping or anything. So the tower boost is priority. If my boosts are going to go down, I want to lose the tower boost, or I want to lose the hero boost, not the tower boost, as I'm getting the least amount out of the hero boost. But I can keep most of them up through the majority of the wave, all the way to the point where it slows down at the end, really, and there's not very many mobs. So just going to stay in the middle here and spray it out. Not many... You know, like I said, the waves just run fairly decent. If it wasn't for that last 20 mobs or whatever of every wave, this map would go crazy fast, as the mobs just die off super, super speedy. So that's pretty awesome. And hopefully get a good pet here. This is my second run of the day. And got skunked on the first one. Kind of garbo pets. Yeah, see, and you see we get to the 960-ish area, and the mobs just start to slow way, way down. And it's, you know, once again, it's because they're all ogres. So they're only coming out one at a time and have to make their way all the way up to the killing zone before they get wrecked. Almost lost our tower boost there, but it doesn't really matter at this point, even if we did. I think we're still going to be fine. Get these last few down, and we can move on. The last 30 mobs do feel like it takes more time than the first 900 plus mobs. There's no doubt there. Grab a little more juice again. Not going to be really any loot here on this one. Well, I mean, it's always possible, but not with my monk booster out. So definitely doing this map just for the pets, really. And, you know, with that in mind, it doesn't matter who you put in your deck. I mean, since the tower boosters are just redundancy, we've got more boosts than we do towers available. You could always just bring in, like I could have brought my apprentice back in to get that builder bonus. That's always an option as well. But the map itself runs pretty smooth, just like this. The only thing I really did differently versus what I was grinding before is I was putting the golems right at the bottom of the stairs. And then, you know, you put them at the bottom of the stairs, you could get leaks. You put them at the top of the stairs, they're just going to block that lane. So nothing is going to go past those golems. They're just going to be able to hold it down. Going to get rid of our hero boost. Try to keep this tower boost up a little longer. Getting it done, though. One more wave to go. Like I said, all but the last 30 mobs run super, super fast. So it doesn't even bother me that it hits this bog down at the end, just because the start of the wave does run so quick. Hopefully I get a good one here. I feel like I like the baby mech better than any of the pets. I think the dragon has a really awesome fire breath kind of projectile, but the range is also kind of short on it. So it does have a little bit of payday. It looks super cool. All right, and final wave. Let's just let it fly once again. We'll get our boosts back in order. And we should just be able to just wreck right through this one. This map, of course, is much easier than the other two baby pet farms. Throne Room, in my opinion, is the toughest one. And then Summit are both substantially harder than this map. However, farming the baby Demon Lords, not too bad. And it's not a bad pet. It's a good pet. Seems to put out some pretty decent damage. I think I like the mech better, but the baby Demon Lord can definitely rip out some damage, and they're rolling with pretty good builder stats too. Now, I don't know if, obviously I don't think this would be the place to farm for builder pets, but if you're looking to add some, some pretty nice DPS pets, then you might just end up getting some builder pets mixed in with it, so nothing wrong with that, of course. And we got, another 40-ish to go. So we're going to hit the brakes here, and things are going to slow down. But I think for the most part, we got a pretty easy clear. I'm going to go ahead and lose the hero boost in hopes of my tower boost staying up. $25 more. Yeah, this one is definitely a good bit easier, though, for sure. Those harpoons just get it, too, man. They're just plowing the whole time. Obviously, that's not the best use of harpoons, putting 2 of them on a summoner. But for that 4th slot, I mean, I just don't see a problem with it. It seems to be pretty helpful in a lot of situations. And, especially if you're playing on a tower boost monk as well. This one, of course, is a tower boost monk, but I do have some stat into the hero boost as well. All right, let's go ahead and ditch the alts and take a peek and see what we got. We got that one looks okay. I mean, that's not a terrible pet. Negatives on the upgrade, or on the rate, and a big negative on the power boost. Definitely not great pets. In fact, I think I will leave those here on the map. I've got a better one than that already, so we're going to just leave that guy behind here. And, yeah. Anyway, that will get it for now. So that's what I've been doing to farm up the baby Demon Lord. What have you all been doing? Curious to see what folks have been doing with it. There's a look at that harpoon damage. Like I said, it's not a considerable amount of damage, but got 69 kills on that character, so not great, but not terrible. It's a little something out there. Most of the kills were from ogres that were pushing in, so that's a good thing. But anyway, thanks a ton, y'all. That is going to get it for now. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next time. Take it easy.